guys, we're going to get started with some topic 2 reteaching just to prepare us for our math test that's coming up. And we're going to get started with set A. 8 peppers are in the pot. Oh, I see 8 peppers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can add one more by counting one more. Here's one right here. Okay, so one more than 8 is what? What's one more than 8? That's right, it's 9. So we could also write that as 8 plus 1 equals 9. Now, did we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Did we really have to count 8, or could we just say 8 in our head? We could. We know there's 8 right there, so we could just say 8 and then count one more. 8, 9. Good job. All right, let's go over here and practice on our own. How many are in this bucket? How many tomatoes are in this bucket? It says there's 6. We can't see them, but we know there's 6 there. So let's just put 6 in our minds, and we're going to count how many more? 2 more. That's right. So we're going to say 6 because we know there's 6 in here, and we're going to add 2 more. Let's see. 6, 7, 8. Good job. There's 8 all together, right? And you might, if you didn't have a picture here, you might could look at this bigger number, 6, and think of it as being in the pot. And then you're going to count how many more? 2 more, right? So you might could draw some little dots to help you think about it, or you could use your fingers and count 2 more ahead. Let's do it. 6, 7, 8. So it was the same thing, or I could use my fingers. 6, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right. Let's try this one. How many are in the bucket? That's right, 9. How many are outside the bucket? Trick question. There's none in the bucket, are there? So what number should I put here? 0. That's right. So if I have 9 in the bucket and I don't have to count any more ahead, how many do I still have? That's right, 9. Good job. All right, let's go on to set B. Let me make sure you can see it. Okay. You can use doubles facts to add. Remember we talked about doubles where the add-ins are the same. That's right. So I have 2 plus 2 more. And I know that 2 plus 2 is 4. We're working on learning our doubles facts where we don't really have to think about it or count it. We just instantly know it. So we've been practicing these. But if you have to, you can use the same method we did before. You can start at one number and count how many more ahead in this problem? 2 more. Good job. All right. 3 plus 3 is, that's right, it's 6. And you can also, until you learn them, you can draw pictures. I can draw 3 dots here and 3 dots here and count them up. Or I could start from 3. I already know there's 3 here, don't I? So I could say 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. All right, what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and if we're doing doubles facts, we know this is 5. 5 plus 5. Now there's an easy way to remember 5 plus 5. Remember, how many fingers do I have on one of my hands? That's right, I have 5. And if I have 5 and 5, you can't really see both my hands here. If I have 2 hands, 5 plus 5, how many is that? 10. That's right, good job. So that's an easy way to remember 5 plus 5. How many coins are there in all? Okay, let's see how many's in this purse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 4 in that purse. And we're doing doubles facts, so I bet there's 4 in this purse. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are. So 4 plus 4 is what? Does anybody remember off the top of their head? That's right. There's 8 of them. But if you don't have it quite memorized yet, remember, you can draw pictures or you can start at one number and count on however many the other number is, okay? So we're going to say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right, now we're going to set C. You can use doubles facts to add near doubles, okay? So that's why we really want to make sure that we learn these doubles facts so we can do our near doubles. It makes it where we can add really quickly in our head. Okay, so here's 2 plus 2. We've got 2 here and 2 here. And I know 2 plus 2 is 4. I might have a near doubles. Look here. This is 2 plus 3. Okay, so it's just almost a doubles fact, isn't it? But 3 is how many more than 2? It's just one more than 2. So I can think about doubles. So if 2 plus 2 is 4, then if I add just one more to it, it must be 5. So if 2 plus 2 is 4, then 2 plus 3 must be 5. Good job. All right, so let's do some near doubles here. I have some doubles right here. Look here, they're exactly the same. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. And we learned on the other page that 4 plus 4 is what? That's right, they're 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. Now look here. I have 4 plus how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 4 plus 5. This is what we call a near doubles. So let me section off 4 in this. Okay, so now I have 4 plus 4 and then just one more, right? So let me think. If 4 plus 4 is 8, then one more must be, that's right, 9. Good job. You can use a 10 frame to learn facts with 5. Look at the addition equation. Draw counters in the frame. So we know that a 10 frame always has how many boxes? That's right, 10, because it's a 10 frame. All right, so let's see what we've got here. How many counters do I have filled in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I have 8 filled in. But I can use this to help me with a fact. Okay, so look here. I have how many empty? I have 2 empty. So if I add the ones that are full and the ones that are empty, that means I've counted all of them in my 10 frame. So what must that equal? It has to equal 10, right? Very good. So 8 plus 2 is going to be 10. Good job. But I can also use facts of 5. If this whole thing is 10, let's think about our doubles facts. How many is on top and how many is on bottom? There's always going to be 5 on top of a 10 frame and 5 on bottom, okay? So right up here, I have 5 on top. I know that without having to count all of those. I know if this part is full, that's 5. So 5 plus, how many more did I have down here filled in? 3. 5 and 3. So that makes it a little easier for me to count, doesn't it? I can just say 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know that that is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Good job. All right, so we're going to do a fact of 10 first, okay, since that's what we did before, okay? So here's where we want it to equal 10. So how many is in a 10 frame always? That's right. It's always going to be 10. So let's see how many is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 with a counter in it. How many are empty? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are empty. So if I count all of the full ones and all of the empty ones, then that gives me a fact of 10. So I know 6 plus 4 is 10. Now, if I want to count all of these without having to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I know if it's full on the top of a 10 frame, how many are there up there? That's right, there's 5. So I can just say 5, 6. So 5 plus one more down here is 6. Good job. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, find the sum. Now remember, we said the sum is when we add 2 parts together to get a whole, okay? So 2 plus 5, the sum is 7, right? Now when we're adding, does it really matter what order our add-ins are? No, it really doesn't. We can add them in any order. So instead of 2 plus 5 equals 7, I could swap it around and say 5 plus 2 equals 7. Okay, so instead of 2 plus 5 equals 7, it could be 5 plus 2 equals 7. The sums did not change, did they? We just changed the order that we added them. All right, so write the sum and then change the order of the add-ins and write a new addition equation, okay? So we said the add-ins are the 2 parts that we're adding. So right here we're adding 1 plus 4. What is 1 plus 4? I'm going to use my trick, okay? I'm going to count the biggest number first. I'm going to put number 4 in my brain and I'm going to count just one more, okay? 4, 5. I know that 1 plus 4 is 5. But let's mix it up. I can swap my add-ins, and instead of 1 plus 4 equals 5, I could put 4 plus 1 equals 5. And I don't even have to check that because I know if 1 plus 4 is 5, then it can absolutely be the same sum if I swap them around. But let's check it just to be sure. All right, I'm going to start with 4 because when we're adding, it's always easier to start with that bigger number. And then I'm going to count how many more? Just 1. 4, 5. Very good. Great job, guys. All right, now let's try it here. 6 plus 3. Well, I know 6 is my bigger number, so I'm going to put me a little box around my 6. And then I'm going to count how many more? 3. And remember, we put the box there because that kind of helps us the way that we learned about the fruits being in the bucket on this other page, where that kind of helped us do our adding, okay? So when you put a box around it, just think about that is the amount that's in the bucket, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So 6 plus 3 is 9, okay? So let's swap them around. Instead of 6 plus 3, we're going to say 3 plus 6. And without even checking, I know that 3 plus 6 is 9 because I already know that 6 plus 3 is 9. But let's check it just to be sure. Let's put 6 in the bucket over here, and we'll put 3 outside the bucket here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we were right. Very good. Okay, so you can subtract by counting backwards. We know that when we're adding, we count ahead towards the bigger numbers. But subtraction, we go back towards the smaller numbers, okay? So 2 less than 9. I don't want more than 9. I want 2 less than 9, okay? So I'm going to count backwards, okay? So I'm going to start at 9 and count backwards. 9, 8, 7. Oh, And I'm not going to count backwards anymore because I just want 2 less. I landed on 7, didn't I? Very good. So right here, this is how we're going to write it as a fact, as a subtraction fact. 9 take away 2 equals 7. Okay? So over here, we're going to practice it on our own. They've already given us our 4 up here. We want 1 less than 4. Okay, so that means we want to count how many back from 4? Just 1. Just 1. And we're going to count backwards just 1 time, okay? 4, 3. Oh, and I'm not going to count backwards anymore, so I only want to take away 1. When I counted backwards just 1, I got 3. So 1 less than 4 is 3. Good job. Oh, this is an easy one. 0 less than 6 is, well, how many do I want to count back from 6? 0. I don't want to count back any. So 6 take away 0. Okay, I don't have to go backwards at all, so I stay on 6. That's right. Great job, guys. And here on our last step, you can, wait, okay. Sorry about that. You can think addition to help you subtract, okay? So remember at the first of the year, we talked about parts and wholes, okay? So this number up here at the top, this is our whole. That's how many we have all together. And you can bust up your whole into 2 parts, okay? They've already busted it up into 1 part. We have 5 here. How many more would I need over here to make the whole complete? I've got 8 altogether. I have 5 for 1 part. So 5 plus what would equal 8? Well, what I would do is I would start at 5 because I know I already have 5 here and count on and add until I get 8. So let's do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. How many did I have to put here to make my part complete and make the whole 8? I had to put 3, didn't I? Let's count both the parts and just check ourselves, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 over here and 3 over here. These are our 2 parts, and that made up our 8 whole. So 5 plus 3. So if I have the whole 8 and I take away 1 part, that gives me the other part, doesn't it? If I take away 5 of those, they're gone. Then I have the other part. So that's why when we subtract, we always start with a bigger number because we always start with the whole for subtraction. All right, so right here we have 4 plus something equals 6. Now notice they didn't give us both parts. They gave us 1 part and the whole. So we know that there's 6 altogether. We have 4. Let's start at 4 and add until we get 6, okay? 4, 5, 6. How many did I have to put over here? 2, that's right. So 2 is my other part. 4, 5, 6. Good job. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So if I have 6 and I take away 4, let's just hide that part. I took away 4. What is 6 take away 4? What's my other part there? 2, that's right. And you can do it the same way if you cover up the other part. 6 take away 2 is, how many you got left? 4, that's right. Good job. All right, so here we have 6 plus something equals 7. So 7 is my whole. That's my whole. All together, I've got 7. Well, one of my parts is 6, okay? So I'm going to start with 6 and count on until I get my whole, okay? 6, 7. 7. I just needed 1, right? So 6 plus 1 more equals 7. That's right. So now it wants us to try subtraction. 7 take away 6. Well, let's cover up that 6 part. 7 take away 6 equals, what's my other part? 1. That's right. 7 and take away 6 is 1. Good job.